Well, a Turkey coup attempt and fallout from the French terror attack has the entire world afraid. To Congressman Mike Kelly on what Republicans need to do to make their message against terror register. Congressman?
Yes.
You know, nothing but turmoil. I mean, almost every single day, just heartbreaking news from all over the world, including America. The Republican Party, traditionally seen as a law and order party, Donald Trump has taken that and called himself the law and order candidate. Now, how do you go out and tell the world or convince America that that is indeed the case?
Well, I think, first and foremost, Charles, it's time to forget about the political correctness. That has not got us anywhere. And it's been said that a nation that can't define itself can certainly not defend itself. We've already known that people have declared war on us. The fact that we say we're not at war with them, I think, is a false narrative. And what it's led to is just a world that's kind of disconnected from us. If America doesn't understand what they're up against, how can we be on board with them? And if they're not going to be a strong ally and a strong friend, can we rely on them at all? And I think what we want to do right now, we are going to present a very confident plan, a better way for every single American. This has nothing to do with Republicans, by the way. This has to do with every single American knowing that she and he and their families are much safer when Republicans are in office. We are law and order people, and we're people that are going to say, you know what? If somebody's declared war on us, we're going to go after them. We're going to recognize them, we're going to go after them, and we're going to eliminate them. Other than that, there's no in between.
What about the issues beneath the surface? In other words, we understand keeping America safe and making sure that the criminals and wrongdoers are locked up and kept from society. But what about maybe issues beneath that, whether it's economic, whether it's social? Because some people say ultimately you need a combination of both. You need strong law and order, but we also need an opportunistic society where we sort of mitigate or even erase some of the anxieties that force people to think the worst.
Oh, absolutely. But when you lead in a competent manner, whenever you're able to restore people's faith and trust in us, so a dynamic and robust economy, an economy where everybody's wages rise, this is a way we're able to fund all the security projects that we have. You can't have strong police forces, you can't have strong military unless you have the funds to do that. So an economy that rises for everybody also creates the type of revenue we need to reestablish who we are. You know, whenever we say something like we're going to lead from behind, when we create that vacuum at the top, that void has been filled with some very bad actors, and we continue to embolden them because we don't push back. Radical Islam terrorists, that is the main objective we have right now. Whether it's homegrown or coming from overseas or happening overseas, we have to recognize it and we have to eradicate it. You can't work with them. You have to make sure that they no longer have a relevant place, not only in America, but in the world. That's a way you reestablish people's confidence in America, the greatest country the world has ever known, a nation that's always led, a nation that's always been for freedom and liberty in the individual.
The world has ever known, and still the greatest, but we can be a lot better. Representative Mike Kelly, thank you very much.